Who's laughing? Who's laughing at my theme song? Is that you, Sam?
I'm not a narc, so I'm not going to say.
All right. Okay, there we go. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Smirky Inside, and we got a special treat for you today. Let me open up our window just so you can see all our guests. It's acting a little slow. Stand by. Oh, my God. Okay.
We'll get
here. We go.
All right. Here.
There.
I'll blow my
Yay.
hand again for everybody. Hi.
Okay. Hey, everybody. So today we have with us the designer of the spill, Andy Kim. Say hey, Andy.
Hi. Hello.
We are also joined by Sam Waller and Jennifer Kitzman of Slugfest Games. Hey, guys.
Woo.
And we are going to be playing live for you in front of your eyes a game of The Spill, which will be coming to Kickstarter. Right now, it was tentatively scheduled for August 10. We're hearing it's a really, really crowded time to have a Kickstarter. So we're actually starting to think, do we need to push back just a wee tiny bit? So it might now be like the very beginning of September, but we will absolutely let you know. And for that reason, I have left a link to our newsletter in the description of the show here. So if you like what you see and you want to make sure that you are notified when the Kickstarter does go live, just sign up for our newsletter and we will absolutely make sure that you get notified. So how's everyone doing today?
Quite good.
Hanging in there? Yeah.
Doing well.
Rock and roll.
Yep.
All right. So actually, Sam, Jennifer, tell us a little bit about what it is you guys in particular do over at Slugfest.
1, 2, 3,
Jen,
Sam
would
first.
Ah!
Got him.
I manage a lot of our playtest crews through our various Discord channels, as well as do game design for Slugfest Games, as well as layout work and some art direction and some art design and all of the hats. But primarily it's working on games.
Cool.
Very cool.
Jen?
I am our director of customer service, which means that I'm our email frontline for folks who have questions and need assistance. I also run the Slug Crew program for folks who want to do demos of our games and earn cool prizes. You can find more information about Slug Crew on our website, slugfestgames.com/slugcrew. Let's see, I administer the organized play program, including the new Tavern League program. I make videos. I do shipping for our web store. I do convention support. So,
all right, Jen.
I organize our convention presence.
Maybe you should ask, what doesn't she do?
Yeah.
I don't sign the checks, and I don't direct the company overall. Thank goodness, too.
But now, Jen, that's not all, because in theme for today, you have an interesting back history that relates to the spill a little bit. What's that?
No, that's true. So I work in board games today, but I actually went to school for environmental technology, which involves like environmental quality testing and sampling, things like that, as well as a bit of geology knowledge. And I'm also just a voracious science reader. So I know some things about dem oil spills that may leak out from my mouth as we play this game.
Yeah. Well, and you were entertaining us with the fact that you're certified in shocking fish, which was what a revelation
Which is
to me.
a legitimate sampling and population review technique. Because you got to be like, well, how do you know this species of fish is in the river? It's like, well, I shocked it to stun it, and then I put it in a bucket, and I said, yep, that sure is that species of fish, and I took a note, and then I put it back in the river.
That's wonderful. All right, Andy. Andy, obviously you are the designer of The Spill, a game all about an oil rig that is leaking into the ocean, and we are specialists trying to come to the aid, contain the oil, remove the oil from the water, and save the sea life. But now, what is it that you do during the day, with your regular life?
I'm actually a website developer and designer. It has nothing to do with games. It's just, this is sort of a side thing that I started doing a couple of years ago. And so this is going to be my first published game. So I'm very excited.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I'm glad everyone could be here. I see we've got others with us as well. We've got Dickie's out there, Colin, Heather Rothwell, Demystics.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, hey, Demystics.
Here to catch the kittens.
He's one of our stream regulars. Yeah.
Very
Demystics
good.
is just waiting for me to swear. I'm going to not swear the stream. I swear it.
And Demystics has already, thrown out, I hate when I spill my oil. So
Same.
Dickie has obviously observed what we all have, that Jen does everything. So that is obviously the thing.
She
and
also
Heather
does sections of what I do too, because she left out play testing, game review, and design.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
do have some design credits on some of our more recent games, which is pretty rad.
Okay. Looks like Mighty Fanto's come in. I see Jonathan is here as well. So Jonathan says, you haven't even started the game yet. Just wait in the swearing. But
Yeah.
So we are going to start playing The Spill. This is a game that I've been kind of teasing out for a little bit. We've been developing. How long have we been developing this game, Andy? It seems like a really long time now.
I believe I approached you with the design 2017 or 2018. I'm
Was
trying
it
to
that
remember.
long ago?
It's been a while.
Well, first of all, I apologize. But no, I mean, honestly, a lot of that was trying to find out the best way to bring the game to life. Because certainly when we started, Andy, I think your inspiration was you created a 4-way dice tower out of cardboard, and it was an amazing engineering feat. And it was just I was trying to figure out what was the best way to actually deliver that would really hold up over time, and still not charge $1 million for the thing. But also, this is a cooperative game. It's fully co-op. It plays 1 to 4 players, and in any co-op game, you want it to really be a constant challenge. You want the balance of the win-lose ratio to be just right. It has to be hard. It has to be not impossible. And I think feeling through all of that, it took some time. Certainly, what you delivered was pretty darn tight, even at the time. But I'm actually pretty excited about where we ended up. So
yeah. No, I'm loving each play I have of it. So.
Yeah. Jonathan remarks that Andy, all of your games are engineering feats. He's super jealous, and that I've seen a lot of your stuff, and you do go to the nth degree engineering these things.
That's why I can't get a lot of them published, because they're just one look at them and it's like, that's gonna be way too expensive to publish. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Too many people fear the object.
Indeed. All right. Well, Demystics has said, unleash the kittens. I don't know the reference, but I think that is probably our signal to get going.
That's a good interpretation. So, Kurt, during my streams, in real life, I swear like a sailor. It's bad, and my family's ashamed of me. But on stream, I try to tone it down. I try to keep it, PG-13.
Yeah.
But eventually, sometime during the game, often because I'm having a beer or a cider of some kind, I'll let something slip and I'll be like, oh, word. I mean kittens. And then try to move on.
And chat refuses to let us move on.
I see. All right. Well, that actually makes a great deal of sense. All right. So I'm going to load up Tabletop Simulator. Let's share that screen out there. Ta-da! There we are, kids. There is our board. And let's, you know what? We're going to do a little da 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 da. So here is the play table, and as you can see, it does sport this dimensional 3D tower right in the center of it that represents the oil rig that is leaking into the ocean. And this is actually how it's going to appear in the actual game, though it's going to be like a really bright orange, like, navigation hazard orange. And we're also, I think we're also going to be able to adorn it with some things that are going to make it look more oil riggy. But yes, this is
stickers on it.
Yeah, but Dickie, this is an accurate rendering of that dice tower. It's going to look basically like this, just a little bit nicer because there's only so much we can do graphically with it here in TTS. So let's talk about the game now. Sam and Jen, this will be your first time playing, so we're actually going to go through the rules with everyone here, and then we'll get right into playing because it really won't take too long to get us up to speed. Now, the first thing is that the game is about an oil spill, and these are represented by dice, black dice that are coming out of this bag over here. There are 60 black oil dice in that bag, and there are also 4 weather dice, which are going to make things more complicated as we go. But to start the game, we are going to go over top of our game board, and we are going to start the tragedy by dropping 8 oil dice down the chute. Now, these are going to randomly spill out into 4 quadrants on the board. So you'll see these marked on the board. And then, let's get in close here.
Enhance.
You'll see that the number of the die corresponds to the sector in that quadrant. So this 2 comes over here, and it fills the top row of that quadrant, of that sector. So this is a 4. It's going to go here. And yeah, you can grab some dice and just kind of pull them out as you see. So this 6 is going to go out here.
Oh, that's bad.
Actually, I think Sam, did that 6 come out?
It came out of this.
Oh,
it goes in this spot here.
Yep, you're right. You got it.
It goes down
that poor dolphin.
Yes, well, that is kind of the whole point. Poor dolphins and sea turtles and all kinds of marine animals. They're all being threatened by this spill. So that's where we come in. We are specialists that are arriving at the scene, doing our utmost to avert this environmental disaster. As you can see, the more dice go into a sector, they kind of stack up. And when we get any of the animals, if an oil dye lands in the same spot as a marine animal, they become contaminated, which means they're in risk of going to sick bay. And if we get too many animals in sick bay, that's going to be a loss of the game. Also, if we get too many stacks of 3 dice filling various sectors around the board, that's also a losing condition. Those are the things we need to avoid. And specifically, we cannot have, at the end of anyone's turn, 6 columns of 3 dice is a losing condition. If we lose 1 animal of each type, and there are 6 types, 1 of each of those in sickbay signals a loss at the end of a turn. Or 3 of a kind. So 3 octopuses in sickbay at the end of a turn is also game over. Now, the game can also end if all of these dice have left the bag and we have not lost. That will signal a win. But there's one other thing that we can do to win, and I'm going to zoom this up. Down in the lower right, you'll see win conditions. If we complete all 3 of these objectives without losing, we win, and we can stop dropping dice down the tower. So, save 3 contaminated marine animals from the board and put them in our rescued marine life area. Remove a total of 12 oil dice from the game by putting them in our removed oil area just above here. Save 2 full sets of marine life, and that counts as a full row across, 1 of each animal type. So we do that twice. If we do all these 3 things here, we can stop the game with a win if we have not lost. So that is how we win and lose. But of course, that's not everything. So let's talk about our specialists. A specialist, each of us will have a unique ability, something that we do a little bit better than anyone else. But all of us have the same thing to do on our turn, and it starts with 4 action points. So let me zoom this up for everybody. Okay, so at the bottom of everyone's specialist card, you can see a list of things that you can do. For 1 action point, you can move up to 2 sectors. So our boats are going to be sailing the perimeter of the board on this black rim. And by moving up to 2, I can go 1, 2, or I can go 1, 2, and go this way. And I can stop along the way. So if I want to go here, I certainly could. There we go. And I can do my move action any number of times that I want, so long as I remember that I just got 4 action points per turn. Now, the other thing I can do is for 1 action point, I can rescue a marine animal. What does that mean? Well, if it's healthy, like all of these marine animals currently are, I can rescue it by declaring that I'm doing that, spending the 1 point, and putting that on our rescued marine life board over here. And that counts towards one of our win victories. I can also, for 1 action point, I can push back an oil die. This means if it's in the same sector as me, I can take one of these dice and I can push it back into the bag. Now, important distinction, that's not removing it from the game. So while it might temporarily solve a problem for us, it's a temporary solution. We will still have to deal with that oil dice later in the game. So to remove it, though, that cost 3 action points. It's almost your entire turn to take it from here and put it in the removed oil board area. But it is super important that we do so. As you know, a win condition is removing 12 of those dice, and the more we remove, honestly, the better. You know, if you let the oil escalate too much, it's going to be a problem for everybody. The last thing that we can do is for 2 action points, we can rescue a contaminated marine animal. Now, as I mentioned, as the oil comes down, let's get a little bit closer here. If an oil came down and we got a 3rd one down here, this animal would flip and become contaminated, showing the fact that it is now coated with oil. Now, that is harder to rescue. So for 2 action points, you will take that animal and you will put it over here on the rescue board. But you cannot do so until that oil dye is no longer sharing that space. So if you have to push it back or remove it first, that's going to be something you'll need to do first. All right, the last thing is you do have as many as 2 extra action points that you can use on your turn. But if you decide to use them, you end up dropping an additional die down the tower for every extra action point that you take. The next person will end up dropping those dice. Okay, so
it'd come in handy to do that. So
sometimes it's important.
I can see the risk reward there.
Yeah. All right, now we do have a couple other things to talk about, but first let's just review our specialist abilities, and we've got one other that we won't talk about right now. So, Risk Engineer. During the spill phase, this is where we drop oil dice down the tower, and that happens at the beginning of every turn. I drop one less than is required. Now, normally that is 3, but that's going to escalate over the game. So I will drop starting 2. The next part we'll talk about later. Now, who's green? Is that you, Andy?
I'm green.
All right. So tell us about green.
So once per turn, you may push back an oil dice. So if I'm moving into a sector, like I move my boat, and there happens to be some oil dye there, I can just push it back. I don't have to take an action to do so.
Right.
And I can do that once per. Yeah, I can do that once per turn.
Great. All right. So now blue, is that who's that?
Sam,
that's me.
Yeah.
All right, Sam. So tell us about our marine biologist.
I have long arms. I can
Yes.
rescue animals that are in sectors adjacent to my current sector, and I assume that's the vertical area.
No, actually,
no.
It actually means, so if you are in a sector, you can affect anything in that sector.
Okay.
What your ability means is if you are, let's get your boat here. If you're here, you can also rescue this dolphin and that octopus.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah. But your arms are long, you are correct.
The
All
better
right,
to
and-
hug all of the animals with.
Yes.
True.
It'll be
All right.
okay.
Jen, you're the hazmat specialist. Tell us about that.
Just like in real life. So the hazmat specialist gets to remove oil dice at the cost of 2 action points instead of 3. Sounds
That is
pretty
super
swag.
handy. Yeah, that's pretty great. Okay.
That means
Now-
you could do 2 a churn if if
That-
stuff's going really badly.
That is true, and will likely do so. All right, so there we go. Now, there's one other thing, bookkeeping, to take care of before we get started, and that is this. Let me shuffle these up. We get resource cards, and at the beginning of the game, we get to choose what our resources as a team function. What do we want to use this game? These are not going to come out at random. Each is going to get 2 cards. So if you hover over the deck and you draw 2, by hitting the 2 key, it'll go into your hand. And now each of us is going to choose one and put it down over here in this area. So I've got the choice between a vet defibrillator, where I can help rescue marine animals, or I've got dredge, where I can remove an oil dye in my sector from the board. I think I am going to choose dredge for our team, and I'm going to put that out here. Now, what else do we have?
How bad is weather?
Weather can be pretty devastating. There's 6 sides of a weather die. Only one of them is good.
Gotcha. Well, that's probably...
Well, I'm going to pick the thing that's thematic to my character role, so to speak.
Okay.
Andy, if you use the scroll on your mouse, you can rotate something that you're holding on to.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm just going to...
All right. So let's see what else
there we go.
people picked. Containment boom. Push back all the dice from the sector you occupy back into the bag. All right, that can be very handy. Or if we power it up with 2 activation cubes, push back all dice from any sector in the bag. So these have some multiple uses, and they start the game as not powered up, but over the course of the game, we will be able to power these abilities. Next up is the medical kit. Rescue a contaminated marine animal. Or either in a sector occupied by a ship, or for 2 anywhere on the board. Lastly, the oil skimmer. We can redrop all dice that fell into one of the quadrants, or instead place the dice anywhere we want on the board. So, yeah, the more expensive abilities are a little bit better, obviously. So, how do we activate these things? Well, we do that. We get an activation cube anytime we remove 3 oil dice and put them in this area. And anytime we save a full set of 6 marine animals, and then the person is able to decide what they want to power up, they don't have to use it immediately, but they'll be able to start things off and running.
Are the cubes shared?
Yes, this is a shared resource, so anyone has access to these cards, and we can discuss when is best to use them.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to kind of kick things off by doing this.
Yeah.
We're going to set the position of our ships. I'm taking 1 die out. I'm going to roll it. So in my sector, I'm going to start in space number 1. Okay, so...
I just rolled it. I'm in space number 1 as well.
Roll space 3.
We got a roller starting space?
What was that, Jen?
Do we roll our starting space?
Yes, so you're going to roll this guy over here.
Okay. Boink.
You're also in spot 1 right there. Okay. That is starting positions.
Oh,
now,
I'm in this sector. Aha!
There you go. All right, so that's gonna start our game. Now, because we dropped the first 8 dice, the first player, and I'll go ahead and take that first turn, won't end up dropping any further dice. But from then on out, we will at the beginning of every turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start us by rescuing an octopus here. That's 1 action point. I'm going to save a sea turtle as well. I'm going to move. I'm going to move 1, and I'm going to push this die back into the bag. That is my turn. So, Andy, you are next. You're going to draw 3 dice from the bag. And we know that because over here, well, actually, let's talk. Do we want to play the easy game, or do we want to play that kind of the standard game?
I think we could do the standard.
Okay,
let's do standard.
You can see it's going to escalate our dice drops as we go.
Gotcha.
All right, here we go.
All right, so let's see. All right. Oh, and remember, when you pick up the dice, you have to deselect all of them, or you're going to move out all your dice.
Oh, right. Yes. Let's see.
There.
Sorry.
It'll be fine.
It's fine.
Well, I know that this one was a 1. So our poor little pelican buddy.
Okay. So
not the pelican buddy.
There we go. Now, the trick about contaminated animals is that they report to sickbay at the end of the turn if they have not at least had the oil removed from their space. And sadly, it looks like you're pretty far away from that, Andy. So.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Like,
no.
1, 2, no way. There's no way I can make it there.
No. Okay.
So...
If only we had a power die.
Not yet.
Power token.
Well, no, you don't have to move it now because... Okay.
If you want to.
Order of operations, we'll just wait till the end of the turn.
Yeah. So I might as well, since let's see, where did the dice fall? I think we're okay for now. I'm gonna rescue a couple animals as well. So I'll rescue this guy. We have a turtle already. I'm afraid of these. So that was 1, 2, and I get to push back for free. So that's only been 2 actions
that's right.
so far.
Yeah.
And do we have a dolphin yet? No. Let's rescue this guy.
You got 1 more point, I think.
So that was 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have 1 more point. Might as well push this guy out as well.
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
Kick in the
That's my
can.
turn.
All right. So, Blue, you're going to draw 3 dice from the bag.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I missed.
Just drop that one back.
Yeah.
Mulligan, put it.
Okay. We go
You're
to
gonna-
bird's eye. There we
Yeah, Bird's Eye is going to really help you.
go. Boop, boop, boop.
All right.
Ba-ba-dum.
So 6 is going to drop here in front of me.
5 and 2.
Okay. And yes,
and this guy went to sick bay.
he sure did. So where's the pelican? There we go.
Okay. So it's when a set are in sick bay or a column are in sick bay.
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're okay right now.
1, 2. That is very far away, but that is threatening. And it'd be better for Jen to just be where she is. Let's see. What do we need? We need a manta. Is that a stingray or a manta ray?
It's a stingray, I think.
Stingray.
Yeah. Sting.
1, 2.
So that's your first.
So that's one action. Yeah.
1 action.
Mhm.
2 action points. 3 action points. Actually, I'm going to go here. Nah, I lied.
Okay.
And that should get us a set.
All right,
It
that
does
these guys
indeed.
need to
It
go.
does.
Okay.
Da-da-da.
That gives
Yeah.
us an activation cube. So, what
Woohoo.
would you like to power up? We've got lots of different abilities here.
When are we allowed to power up?
Well, you just earned the cube, so it's right now. And this will store on the card, and we can use that activation whenever we choose.
Ah.
So we don't have to use it right away. Like we can set something up for a rainy day.
I feel like dredging.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
All right, let's
yeah.
remind everyone what that is. That's where you can remove an oil die in the sector from your board. So it normally costs 3 action points to do that. We get a freebie now.
Mhm.
So
One
whenever we want
freebie.
to, we've got that.
And
Mhm.
yeah, if you're feeling nervous about this sea turtle,
Oh, I could just do that right. Yeah, that sounds smart. Can I do that right now?
You can if you like.
yeah,
Brilliant,
and just
please.
put that die over here.
Okay, so we'll spend that activation cube. That goes on to our...
Yep, that's what I thought.
I see what Jed's plan is.
Uh-huh.
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 Oh, I do see it.
Yep, gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
that's perfectly set up.
All right, Jen, let's
All
see
right.
your mastery. First of all, though, you got to drop 3 dice.
Yeah. All right, the
Okay,
dice.
Okay.
That's a
The
1.
dice worked
So
with us
here,
that time.
And 3.
Oh, how convenient that I just removed that one.
Yep.
Oh, lordy.
Yep.
All right. So,
See what I'm
Jen,
saying?
you've got a situation right over here.
Which I
Uh-huh, and
think
I'm
he
just
wants to
gonna
solve.
hoover up the dice and not move and not
Nice.
save any animals.
There you go. So
And
that's
I'm
your
gonna-
4 activation, your 4 action points, and now you get a new token. Where do you want to put it?
Mhm. Hmm.
Lots of options.
So, Kurt, I feel like you might get a lot of use out of the containment boom.
Containment boom.
Yeah, there's only a few oil things in your sector or right near it.
That's true. Now, the question is, do you want to do the cheap ability or save for the more expensive one? And by the way, if you guys are watching, this is a cooperative game. If you have an idea about what we should do, you should totally tell us in the comments. So I see Jondi has joined us, and Dickie, I'm sorry, I missed your question. You were asking. You dropped 6 to start. Why was that? Actually, we dropped 8 to begin the game, and that is the initial incident. And from there on out, it starts with 3 dice per turn, and then as you can see over here on our spill out board, we're playing the challenge game. So eventually, we're going to be dropping 3, 4, and 5 dice as the maximum. So, and Melody joined us too. Hey, Melody!
Hooray!
Okay. Now Heather says that you should go for the more expensive.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Then let's aim for the brass ring here. Let's.
All right. Actually, I think that's probably a pretty good idea because sometimes that happens too far away and when you really need it.
Yep.
So
when we're not in the sector.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So that wraps your turn. That's going to be to my turn. Now, the interesting thing about the Risk Engineer is that rather than 3 dice, I just have to drop 2, 1 less. So that's good news for everybody.
Good news, everyone.
Yeah. All right. So a 4.
Ah!
Okay. Yeah. Little close on the margins. And yeah, Heather was saying that she really thought that, you know, having the ability to act somewhere that's not right in front of you could be really critical, and you're right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 1. That's my first action point. Now I'm going to remove for 3 this oil die. That's going to do it for me. I'm a little bit concerned about these animals over here, but but that's it. So I'm done.
The removed oil is at the bottom, right? We get the bonus every 3.
Every 3. Yep.
Gotcha. Hey!
You did it.
This one did a nice job.
Oh no! We have 1 contaminated dolphin.
Okay.
No.
Oh, but you're close by.
I can make that. I can totally make that, and I can push it off without even using an action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, use my free action to push this back, and then I'm going to use my remaining 2 to save it.
That's great. Nice job.
Thank you.
So that's how we remember that they're contaminated.
That's right. Yep. All right. So Sam, 3 dice.
All right. 1. Oh. They were zooming into my hand. Tumble.
Oh, Andy, a useful thing for
that was 1
for messing with the dice in T-Sim. So if you're drawing from a bag, you single left click to get the die out.
Okay.
And then you can right click it to add to the thing while still holding the initial.
Yeah, I don't know all these tricks yet. Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
I need to highlight this, however. We have an octopus that is in danger. And this is our first spill out. You'll notice that there is a column of 3 dice completely filling this sector. That means that the spill out tracker advances. And when we hit these orange area, we're going to be dropping 4 dice per turn.
Gotcha. And I imagine if another 4 gets revealed in this sector, it will trigger another spill out.
It won't, but what it will do is it's going to flow clockwise into the next area, so that the oil will fan out.
Gotcha.
So it still creates more mayhem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's bad.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
All right, so what are you going to do, Sam?
I'm really far away. So I think what I'm going to do is save these 2 guys
in front of you
that I can. I'd like to save this guy, but I don't have the movement to go all the way back. Yeah. Well, maybe I do.
I mean, if you save an octopus and a turtle, that's not what we've got in our set so far.
Exactly. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to save this guy and this guy.
Okay.
Because I get to save at 1.
Yeah.
And they weren't contaminated. And then I debate on if I head this way. I feel like I should head this way because I think there's big problems for Jen to solve over here too.
Brewing. Damn problems. All right.
There's 4.
Okay, so that was it? All right.
Another big help when it comes to figuring out where the dice are above the tower in T-Sim is just like in a regular old video game where the shadow's at.
Actually, yeah. Although if you go, right over top like I'm showing on the screen, it's much easier.
Yeah.
No.
Is
Yeah, I've
there
been doing
actually
the.
an
I've been.
animal here?
Oh no.
All right, we've got a Ray
right.
in trouble, and and this octopus is.
Oh yeah, that octopus.
This
Okay.
octopus
Sick
is
bay.
sick bay.
Okay.
Yeah, animals don't die; they go to sick bay.
Yes, it was from the first early testing. It was just, I think people were getting emotional that these animals were
Yeah.
dying. So I was like,
Yeah.
no, they're not dying. They're just
Yeah.
in sick bay. It's fine.
They're just
We're risking our
Which-
funding.
That's yeah. That is a welcome dial back, like the valve to my tear spigot is
Yeah,
directly attached to like baby animals in peril. Like
yeah.
I'm at Disney World doing the safari tour where the animatronic elephant baby's in danger, and I'm like, oh gosh, it's not real. Help me, here's the elephant. No, it's just a baby.
Oh, so Heather's got a question. She wants to know if we made the actual first win condition, saving 3 animals. Actually, not quite. We have saved a whole bunch of animals. However, it's 3 contaminated animals or 2 full sets. We're actually pretty close to that second set now.
Mm-hmm.
But we've only saved 1 contaminated animal.
And it's both of those things, right?
All 3 of those conditions have to be done. Yep.
We're very far off from the dice one, but
Yes. 12 dice is a lot of dice to take off the board.
it's
Well,
not impossible.
We're
Not
working
impossible.
on it.
Yes.
So I think I'm going to move here
Yeah.
with 1 point and then rescue this guy with a point.
Woohoo!
Well, do
And
you...
then-
okay.
Well, what you think I should rescue the... it is smarter for me to rescue the Ray. Thank you for the comment.
I mean, both are good, but we need both for that second set, and one's closer to danger, so...
Well, I'm also going
But
to
is
do
it farther
this.
from harm?
Well, that's also good, so yeah.
Yeah, so there's that, and I
And then
believe
this
that's
Ray is
my
sad.
whole points for this turn. And
Yep.
sorry, Mr. Ray, don't worry.
Okay,
With
well,
the
so we
Dawn
are
corporate sponsorship. We'll clean you off.
we are 50% away from losing with a set of animals.
Yeah, so we gotta watch out. Pay
Yeah,
extra special close attention to seahorses, dolphins, and turtles.
Yeah.
Well, this guy right here.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And this
All
guy
so
right here.
I'm dropping 2.
Okay, they
Ooh.
both. Oh no!
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, that's not happy.
Well,
Is that a spill out yet, or is it a
yes,
spill out
that
at
is
the
a
end of
spill
the
out, yes.
turn?
It's also a spill out, so that goes up.
You don't
All
love
right.
to see it.
1, 2, push back. Now, so long as the oil does not share a space with them, they are in fact rescued. Well, they're
not.
They're not-
Rescuable.
Yeah.
Right.
yes,
Yes,
right.
they're still
they
rescuable.
won't perish here. So the question is, do I spend 2 extra action points to save the dolphin? Because if another 3 rolls, it'll be an auto go to sick bay.
Or a 4.
Mhm.
Or a 4.
Or a 4.
Or a 4 will do
Yeah.
it too. Yeah.
Yeah, do it. Save the dolphin. Let's
Okay. All right,
Do
so I'll
it.
save the
Let's-
dolphin.
live dangerously.
That is
Okay.
2 extra action points. So that's going to be 2 dice added to
To my 3.
Andy's drop.
Yeah, that is the maximum number of dice. You can only do a thing that's up to 2 extra dice of actions.
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
That's probably for the best. I'd rather.
Oh no!
Oh,
We got a weather.
Our
I
first
completely forgot how to
weather.
do that thing. Okay, so
Uh-oh.
Oh wait. Oh right. And whoever said that they might have had a weather card, we chose not to use it. Right.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I went with the let's go harder into. So is the weather die counted as one of the spill dice?
No.
Well, no.
We drop it down the chute, but it doesn't actually land on the board. It just does something worse usually.
Okay.
we want a 6 on that weather die because that's
Gotcha.
good. Yeah,
That's the only good thing.
Come on.
it's the only good
Hookah,
thing. Come on,
hookah,
6,
hookah.
6, 6, 6, 6.
Oh!
It's a 6!
Okay.
And there's
So-
the 3.
It is in fact a 6. Everyone has on your card a bunch of weather indications. You're going to take one of those cubes and you're going to put it on the number 6 option, which is bonus 1 AP. On your turn, you get to use that extra AP.
Ooh.
Nice.
Must I use it or it's lost?
Yes.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So it's my turn. So I have 5.
So
5
3,
actions.
So we would have lost that dolphin. It's a good thing I did it.
1.
Mm-hmm. And
One.
well, grab that. Oh, you got that card. Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Leg spike.
Okay. Let's see. What does the other rest of the board look like? Okay. I'm
We
not
need a
getting over
pelican.
there. Do we need a pelican? Okay. So let me rescue that.
Okay.
So for 1.
Yeah.
That is almost a full set now.
1.
Oh, we need another seahorse guy.
We need a seahorse? Well, I can do that. 1,
2.
2. I'm going to use my bonus action to do this. 2,
There you go.
3.
So that gets us another activation cube. Where do you want it, Andy?
Hold on. I'm just going to finish off my turn. So 1, 2, 3. I have 2 more action points. I might risk it and push another. I'm going to get 1 more dice to basically remove this one.
Oh.
So now it's 2 action.
All right. All right.
Gotcha. And
So let's-
that was... So I'm rolling an extra die on my turn?
Yeah, you're going to roll an extra die.
Okay.
So
1 extra
you'll
die.
roll
on
4
my turn.
dice. So
Okay. So
I
where do
might
you
as
want
well
them?
finish charging this one up.
Okay. So that allows us to push back all dice from any sector anywhere on the board.
Ooh, I wonder if I should use that right here.
That or save it until like we're really in a desperate
really, okay.
situation.
These can't be activated in response to seeing the oil spill, correct?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, okay.
By the person whose turn it is.
Excellent.
How do I view a card close up?
Hold Alt.
Oh. Yep,
Oh,
while
okay.
you're hovering over it. And if you want to see the opposite side, while you're hovering over it, hold
there we go.
Alt and then Shift.
Okay.
I totally missed Dickie. He was out there. It's a baby Ray, Jen.
Yay.
I'm gonna go with the med kit. Actually,
Medkit.
let's do this one because we need 1 more contaminated animal, anyways. So
Okay.
this
All
might
right.
come in useful. All right.
Brilliant. Okay, so I got 1, and then our spill out is still at 3.
3.
So I'm going to be rolling 4 dice. 2, 3,
Doing pretty good.
4. Oh, I zoomed in too much. There we go. Okay. Shake them together. Drop them and be happy. Uh-oh, that's not happy. Oh, that's not real. That's not happy at all.
Oh, that is not happy.
But I feel like assigning this and then dumping the pile. Wait, does he go away now?
Yep, he goes away
Yeah.
instantly
Oh,
because
well
he was
then-
already on the board.
Can I use this power to clear out that column before dropping?
Hold on a second. Oh, okay. I see what you were saying earlier. No, the dice are actually going to fall. We're going to suffer that penalty first.
Ah,
Yeah.
sad. Okay, so that's a spill out. Wait,
It is.
that's another
Yes.
spill out, even though we had already
Yes.
cleaned it up.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
And
Just like
what about this
in real
turtle
life.
over here?
No, I just did that one.
You just did that, but that's
Yeah.
another spill out. So we're going
Oh,
up to.
yes.
So that
Woohoo!
we're now going to be dropping
All
4
right.
dice per turn.
All right. Things are
Oh
getting real.
Lord! And as soon as I book my butt back to the other side of the rig, it's all going to come down on this side. Let's see. Well, I mean, one option is I just hoover everything up here and then I could just leave.
I mean, you're good at rescuing the animals, and
Yeah,
it's easier to rescue animals that aren't covered in oil. So
Yeah. It makes me feel terrible, though.
Should we push? Maybe. Do you want to push these things?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the containment. Oh,
okay. I think that's an excellent idea.
Yeah, that's great suggestion.
All right, so we're gonna push the dice back into the bag for this sector using our card.
Yes. All right, I'm going to 1, 2, 3.
Yup.
I think both of you are going to continue clockwise around the table, so I'm going to go over here. And remember that
you've technically got 2 AP left.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
For you guys are near a manta and a dolphin and heading towards dolphins and stuff. So I will save the sea turtle.
Okay.
Because they are farther away from the next 2 players' activations.
Yeah. Now, we have, by the way, already achieved mission goal 1, which is save 2 of these.
I guess I don't need to be doing this.
Well, that's okay.
It gets us activation cubes for these guys, so don't.
And it also prevents us from losing due to animals.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So it's not pointless.
Yes.
So don't get down on
let's
yourself.
not skimp on the oil. That's
Yep.
I mean, the oiler is heading that way.
Here I come. I'm coming.
He has an extra action too. So all right.
So I gotta roll 4 dice.
I'll let you grab those dice.
Yep, 4 dice. And that is because our spell out track is now climbed to 4.
Yep.
Not in this. No, stop.
No.
Oh, that is going to be a. Oh, actually, hold on a second. One of my abilities, by the way, is that if I'm in the game during an overflow, I can move dice in either direction. So this 3 that was going to spill out and cause another spill out, I'm actually going to reverse direction on it over to here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So we
still got 1.
Yeah.
We got another spillover.
Oh, we do have 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So move that cube. But that is considerably better than the alternative. Cool.
So now we have 1, 2, 3 spillouts on the board of our 6,
with a potential 2 more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, move here.
Nom.
This oil and this oil. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, because you have your 5. Oh yeah, I should remove the cube off.
Come on, Ship, you can do it. There we go.
So close to kittens.
I said ship. I was being nautical and not naughty. That's right. And all right, with that, I'm gonna take a quick break and grab some more water for myself and be right back.
You got it. Meanwhile, Heather is asking whether my ability is once per game to prevent a spill out. No, it's an ongoing ability where having this particular character in play allows you to reverse the direction of the flow of dice. And as you can see, now there is a possibility that you can swap in and out different characters, different specialists. We did not choose any of those particular abilities in our resource deck, but those things do exist. So, so actually, you're right. I probably could have prevented it earlier. I honestly forgot about the ability. So thank you, Heather.
Wait, chat's like, that ability looked really powerful. Why haven't you been using it the whole game?
Yup.
I think that was the first spill out that cascaded into additional spill
No, I
outs,
think
though.
Heather's right. I think I had an opportunity to do it one other time, and I was like,
Oh, was it the 4 to 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I only have to drop 3 though.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, and I get 5 actions. So here we go. 3 dice.
Yes. You have not a 3 or a 1. Oh, brilliant!
We
like
just lost a sea turtle.
Man.
No.
Yep. Go ahead.
That's not good. This one.
I was going to save that next round, next turn.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
not good.
Seahorses and dolphins.
Okay. Well, so I'm. You know what? I'm going to go.
Oh, was that was a spill out as well?
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Not a spill out. It was whatever you call whatever the term is for you made a call on.
It is. All right. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get us another activation cube. So here we go.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go 1 and push back this die. That's my 5.
Yeah.
Try to keep that ray safe too.
Yeah.
Right. We're still at 4 dice. Okay.
We are at 4 dice.
All right.
Ooh, on the edge of 5.
On the edge of 5, yeah.
Yep. So, fun oil facts for everybody.
Oh, yes, I've been waiting all game for these.
I know there hasn't been a particularly great segue, but I'm just going to go into it. So, for every 1,000 offshore oil rigs in operation, there are 20 uncontrolled releases per year.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Lord.
That is the facts. We are actually, aside from the Gulf Coast being, well, the Gulf being on fire for a little bit because of an oil pipe bursting, we're currently still having Taylor Energy Co. oil platform 23051 leaking between 300 and 700 barrels of oil a day.
That's insane.
Which has been happening since 2004 and continues to this day.
Lord.
Wow.
Well,
Yep.
Heather says that Jen, I should tap you for a bunch of these facts and sprinkle them into the rules. It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, if you want to have a chat with me about it.
Yeah. Brad, by the way, is saying, maybe my character was on the phone in a meeting when I could have been redirecting the oil.
Yeah, maybe.
Right, so I'm moving 1. I'm going to use my free push oil thing to do that. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to leave that there because if another oil drops there, that'll cause another spill out. So I'm going to leave that there. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I'll do that here instead.
Yeah.
3. That gets us an item cube.
Woo!
And
Cutting your losses, another important oil tactic.
4. All right, so we got another cube. Let's see. You know what? We need to remove. I'm going to put one on dredge.
That seems
Dredge,
good.
so that we can put just take an oil out from where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's my turn.
Okay, so
Free oil
we're not at 5 yet.
Not
No.
yet.
Not
Probably
yet.
All right.
Probably after this drop.
2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
no.
I did get a
Okay,
wet cube, so it's not oil.
Yeah.
All right, weather die is in the chute. Come on, 6.
Come on, another 6 would be nice.
No, it's
of
a
course,
one.
it's a 1.
All right, so for people who may not know, the weather effects, a 1 is that resource cards can't be used.
Oh, Lord.
So that's not great, but it's also not the very worst. So,
all right, so we got 6.
So put your token on that.
Oh, no! Because we need to save this guy.
Save him!
Can't, because I can't use the thing.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
We rolled a 1. All right, Pelicans are really bad. And so are dolphins.
Dolphins, yes.
Oh, Lord. Wow.
Okay.
All right, so I need to go save this dolphin, it feels.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
for
go
it.
1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but if I'm not there, I can't push back the oil.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go 2.
Well, no, that's 1. Did you move?
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah,
one
yeah.
sp- yeah.
I'm going to go 2 spaces with my
Okay,
1
yeah.
action point. I'm going to save a dolphin before bad stuff happens to it.
Yeah.
You may as well.
And I've got... I either push back the oil. I don't feel like we can risk the baddies.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go ahead and save this guy and push back the oil to prevent another spillage.
Yeah.
To reduce the odds of an overspill.
I think that's a good idea. So Heather is trying to figure out. She's like, well, how am I going to sell this at my shop at the Ren Fair? It's not very Ren Fairy. Yeah, this.
You know, I've got it. I've got a theme scheme.
Yeah?
Okay. So this isn't an oil tower anymore.
Yeah.
It's the Dark Lord's Tower, and necromantic energies are spilling out.
There you go.
And you're all technical environmental sorcerers trying to and druids. Part-time druids trying to stop the animals. Yeah, I mean, every day I'm stretching.
And Dickie, to answer your question, the weather cubes on a player card, once you take a turn with them on your card, all the weather cubes from your card are removed. So it's really just one turn that you're impacted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
But
possible
everyone gets
to be,
impacted.
I mean, it would technically be possible to be impacted by multiple weather
Yes,
events
it
at the
is.
same time.
Yes.
It's very often the case, yeah.
Is there a maximum to that?
No, it depends on when they drop.
Okay.
But they're only 4 weather dice, so...
Yeah. And if you roll the same result, do you double up the penalties and or bonuses?
If they can stack, they will. So, for example, there's one where animals will cost an extra action point. And yeah, if you get 2 there, that'd be 2 extra points.
Oh.
So
tragic.
And actually, I think Andy we might have kept that as an optional rule. Where
Here it comes again.
Originally, it was going to be basically if there's 2, then it just affects it the one time, but then you only remove 1 cube.
Right.
That was the original. Yeah.
So. There is another one. Dang it!
Yeah.
Oh, you rolled a 6.
Hey! I redacted my dang it.
All right.
There's a spill out over here.
Okay, I got that. So we're now at 5 dice. That's
and
great.
we've got to remove this guy here.
Yeah.
And we have a spill out here too.
Oh.
Okay.
We are right.
There is a.
Oh no!
That is a lost condition on the board.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Can she make it? 1, 2.
Rescue a contaminant. Does she need to clear the oil to use the medical?
She can't use an item card though. She can't use item cards right now.
Yeah, I don't.
She
wipe
can
those
make.
until the end of my turn.
She'll have to use extra actions to get there.
7.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Heather doesn't think it's necessarily a stretch. They have a time traveler's weekend. If the doctor can show up at the fair, a necromancer spreading dark magic is not a stretch.
There we go. See, you can also make it Doctor Who themed. Now it's a cask of war nanites. There you go.
Not the war nanites.
So,
we've got a gray goo scenario.
So I guess I'm taking 3 actions to try to get over there and blowing the rest on getting 1 unit of oil removed.
Pretty much. Wait.
Yeah, you're yellow. You're yellow.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and the lose condition's this guy.
Yeah.
Because that's the 3rd pelican.
Yeah.
Oh, pity's sake. All right. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
So 4.
All right. Yeah.
4 action points will get you there.
And then you can do extra...
2 bonus... Huh? Oh, for pity's sake. Thank you for catching that twice.
Yeah.
No problem.
Oh,
And,
so yeah, Heather, it's my ability to change the direction of the oil only happens if that column is completely full already. So that initial filling of the column is not something I can impact. So I could not have done that.
So, Jen, since there's a
Yes.
die there, you cannot rescue that animal until the die is removed.
So I'll spend that 2 points
most-
to remove the die.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think that means.
Well, wait a second.
Yes.
So we've got
one.
How many points you spent? 4 points to get there.
4. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna push back this die, I think you almost need to push back this die just in case another 3. If another 3 hit there, we would lose.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to remove a die, but pushing 2 dice seems better. Instead of putting them in the bag because they're both additional actions, I'm just going to leave them here for the person who comes after me to remember to add them to their roll.
Yeah. Oh, only one of them was an additional action because you had +1 AP.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Ah, well then.
So you could remove one. You could remove one and push one back, or just push all them back, or just push 2 of them back, and you just have 1 extra die. The choice is yours.
If only we knew. Because knowing is half the battle.
I have no idea what would be the best strategy here, but...
All right, I'm pushing 1, I'm removing 1.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
And that means that...
This one goes
that
here.
one yeets into distance.
And then I'll just draw this from the bag to reminder.
Okay.
Additional stuff will be done. And now I have to take my weather effects off.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So I can't... I've got 5 actions.
You're dropping 1 less die.
Right. So I'm dropping 4. 4 plus 2.
Yes.
Yeah. This is gonna hurt.
Hopefully some dice will start landing in this quadrant.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is terrible.
I mean, we're really close to winning.
We are so close. Don't land in this sector. Okay.
5's okay.
5's good. This one's
Why
good.
is this a 3? That should
That's
be a 5.
5
I think it got
goes
bumped.
here.
All right.
We have
a
a overflow right here.
Okay.
Oh, we got another overflow over here.
So 2 overflows.
All right. Well, we're at maximum there.
We're at max anyways.
The ray is definitely a
Toast.
problem, but we won't lose if we lose the ray. Okay.
Oh man, getting our cards shut off just before this
1,
series of turns
2,
was
3,
real bad.
4, 5. There are 5 spillouts currently on the board.
Yeah. And 3, 4, 5. 5 that are at 2.
Potential. And we're so close. We just need 2 dice and 1 contaminated animal.
So here's what I'm gonna do. 1, that's gonna be my extra point. Now I've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. This
Playing
comes
the odds.
off.
All right.
And we've got how many dice are left in the bag? We've got 16
16.
dice. We're doing pretty good.
Well, not bad. We can do this.
We're kicking a can,
Keep
but
it
that can
together,
needs to keep
team.
missing.
And don't let any more rays get spooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's 2 rays now, right?
Yeah.
How many do I need? Is it 5? I'm drawing 5 dice.
5 dice, and
Yep.
one of them's
5
weather.
dice.
One of them's weather.
Well, weather isn't oil.
That's
That's
true.
not always
that
bad.
is true,
But
but
it could be.
okay.
Here.
I want a
Here
6.
we
See
go.
a 6 on that weather. It's a 3.
No.
All right.
We got a spill out.
All right. So a 3, all movement is reduced by 1.
Lord.
Gross.
So we're moving at one space.
Okay.
We have 2 spill outs. I think that might be.
Well, we have until the end of this turn to correct it.
Ah, okay.
So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6.
We have 6. So we need to correct at least one.
I can.
Yeah, somebody's gotta get over here.
Okay, I'm gonna go here, and then I use my free thingy
Push
to
back.
do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're safe for now.
Do you want to go
Okay.
get the pelican, or you?
I know that's what I want to do. So I got 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have to use an extra action.
Oh my
to do
god!
it.
I forgot it was one space.
Did you
if we
use
can,
Oh no, but I have.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I haven't used my free action. Okay,
Get it?
so I only used my my legal action so far. All right.
Wait, but movement is reduced by 1.
No, I know. So I did
Okay.
1, 2,
2,
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay.
So I used 5 actions. So that completes another one of our thingies.
Yay!
So we
And
just
we're-
need to.
We need to remove one
more
oil.
die.
So we need to
I
not
don't-
lose right now.
Okay. All right. We're just trying 5 dice.
So it's 6 dice now.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, is it 6?
Yeah, because you used 1 extra action, right?
He
No, I
had
didn't.
the
No, I had
extra
the,
action point still.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we
From
just
the weather.
need this to not be bad.
Yes.
I mean, it's always bad. We just need it to be optimally not bad.
Oh.
Okay, we have
Okay.
1 spill out
Oh
here.
Lord, really?
One spill out here.
And not a spill out over here.
Hey.
All right, let's
Okay.
total them up. We've got 1,
2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Whew.
Okay.
We have to solve 2 of them.
And remove a token. And I'm slow.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right.
Oh God.
1, 2.
So
You're just gonna have to
2,
push. You're gonna have to push back what you can.
1.
Hey,
Can
Sam.
he use?
Sam.
He can use items
Yes.
though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, items are back.
Will
Cards are
die
back on
from
the
your
table.
sector. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm almost definitely using this to just go ahead and solve 1 spillage.
Here, put it on the board.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. Oh wait, and then can I put it now that it's empty? Can I put the new one back on?
Yup.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So now I just need to get my butt over here. Is that the closest? No, this one's closer.
Can't you
1,
use dredge? You
2,
can just use dredge
3.
again.
Well, wait a second.
4.
Wait a second.
Hold up.
What?
What color? You're blue, Sam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dur-
Hold on a second.
Sam,
I'm,
see, guys.
I'm putting it back.
Jen picked up blue, so now I was like thinking I was yellow.
Yep. So,
All right. 1,
So never
2 get
mind.
you over here.
1, 2. I use the power.
Yup.
That gets us back the thing. 3. I
3.
use the power again.
Yup.
4. I
So-
push this back.
Okay. In which
Because-
case,
put it
1,
into the
2,
bag.
3, 4, 5. And that should be our 12 clean removed oil, right?
it
Yes, that is 12 removed. Did you
there
use
is-
extra actions?
I did not, because I had the extra one from the action
There is
point.
no losing condition on the board. We have completed all 3.
Whoa!
Yay!
You did it. And there are 8 dice left in the bag.
Wow.
So that was a close one, guys. Well played.
We
Oh,
almost lost on every axis, so that's good.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of tension built into this game as the oil spreads.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the mechanical physicality crossover going on here. It's very chef's kiss.
Yeah, and honestly, that's what first attracted me to the game. So I was up in Toronto at a game design conference, and Andy was showing off a couple games, I think, and this was one of them. And first of all, the table appeal alone, I was like, "Whoa, that is so cool!"
Oh,
With
yeah.
a 4-way dice tower. And it's essentially like a reverse castle defense, right? It's just that everything is coming out at you. And
you wanted to go back in the castle.
Yeah. Put it back in the castle.
Put the cats back in the bag.
Yep.
So yeah, the tension is great.
Yeah, whenever you can like visually, you have such clear indicators that you can watch that provide you with real feedback on how you're doing during the game. That's very, very delicious, very interactive.
Yeah.
Very board game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously because it's an emergency of this type and it's cooperative, it does get compared to some of the big cooperative games out there, like a Pandemic or but quite honestly, I feel like this is just a little bit more approachable, a little bit more in the casual realm for people to jump in on. So I feel like it's maybe a little bit broader audience potentially. So
hopefully, yeah. Good luck. This was fun. I hope that you guys do really well with this project because
thank you.
Yeah, this is a game with a lot of charisma about an important topic.
Yeah. And we've got Jim. Jim's asking if there's an estimated release date for this. So the answer is yes. We are probably going to actually release the game into the market probably by, I want to say, April of next year. But we are going to be having a Kickstarter campaign somewhere in late August or early September. We're just now, lining up the exact dates based on when our prototypes get here and when we can get everything ready. But again, in the text of the show, you'll see a place where you can sign up for our newsletter and then get a notification when we do go live for the campaign. And we actually have a couple interesting things already semi-planned for the game. We've been developing some additional content that we hope to achieve as stretch goals that take it from where it is now and make it even a cooler experience. So hopefully you'll be along for that ride.
Oh, fun.
And let's see, what else do we have here? I tell you what. Slugfest, what can we look forward to coming up from you guys?
Oh, well, let's see. Next Tuesday, we'll be streaming with One Stop Co-op Shop and doing a sneaky preview of something we've had in development for some time. So I hope y'all will join us then.
Oh, so we can't even know yet?
No.
Well, yeah.
We can spill it. Actually, I'm just being.
They said what it was.
It's fun. Yeah. Oh, are our regulars in chat being like tails?
Demixtix is saying Pokey and Zort confirmed.
Oh yeah, of course.
Of course. I mean.
We're being cute, but One Stop Co-op Shop has shared. We will be playing our dungeon crawl game, Tales from the Red Dragon Inn.
Ooh.
It is our heroes of the Red Dragon Inn doing their day job. Being in dungeons and saving the day.
Oh, I see. Yep. It's like, how is accounting really going to play out here?
We're not creating an office game about the Red Dragon Inn characters. That's
in a
the
fantasy setting.
Pokey and Sword expansion.
Okay.
Clearly. But
yes,
no, I'm looking forward to it.
It's its triumphant return, last seen in the public eye back in 2019.
Yep. Well, we did a little
very long
streaming.
Development tale on that one.
Yeah. We did a little bit of preview streaming during 2020, but the game is advanced by leaps and bounds since then in visual quality
It's
and
so
cohesion.
pretty.
It's so shiny now. Sim's been doing such a good job.
Cards have like
so-
templating that makes sense with the abilities. You can parse
uh-huh.
what's being communicated.
We had one of our artists make a bunch of lovely icons for us, and they're all intuitive and snappy.
Yeah, I've scrubbed all the clip art off.
Yep. Yep, all clip art's gone.
Heather, who runs a shop out of a run fair, she's already excited by your news. And yes, Heather, you should definitely check out Slugfest Games. Red Dragon Inn, just as a board game alone, you should be stocking. But this also sounds like it'd be a great one too. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, check out our website at slugfestgames.com. If you go to the About section, you should find a link to our own mailing list. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, where we tend to dump a lot of different announcements, such as for our streams, or our Kickstarters, or our everything.
Very good. Well, hey, everyone, thank you so much for playing. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for
as always.
Us.
You can kind of like and subscribe on all your various platforms. We do a Smirky Inside show every Tuesday at 4:30. Yeah, we'll probably be back next week with a look at something else I've got in the workshop. We'll see. We'll see what's going on there.
Yeah, Kurt's always busy.
Oh my God,
Kurt's.
I don't even know. Yeah,
it's insane. I wish I had like a big ol' staff, but
same.
Yep.
Yes, that would be so pleasant.
Yep. But again, thanks so much, everyone, and we'll see you next time on Smirky Inside.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Right. So long.
Bye.
You can sing this. You can sing the song, everybody.